Greetings and salutations. This is Little Falcon and welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you have reached this live, this is a free reading session. Let's talk about the ground rules. When it's your turn, we let everyone focus and hopefully we can have a dialogue. I have a VIP list going. I'm going to let you know who's first. We're going to get our announcements out of the way. I'm going to say hello to some new people. I'm going to light the sage for the first time during session for almost a month. I have been ill. The first person tonight would be Joanna Higgins, okay? So Joanna was a new member, and I'm really excited to meet her tonight and for us to do her reading. So Joanna, have your question ready. And when I call on you, like I said, guys, she goes first. So let's open up tonight's session with a good sage. I have a new nice bundle of sage. We are going to ask the universe, the Great Spirit, Wankantanka, Mother Nature, to help heal, to help purify. No evil welcome here. No revenge questions. Nothing negative. The sage and smudges for me and for you, the group. I'm going to set it here in my abalone shell. I also have Palo Santo, and if we encounter anything negative, I will light it. These are precious elements, you guys, and I use them all the way. It isn't about how they look. These are things that I try to ethically buy too. So while the sage is burning, I'm going to do a few quick announcements, and we're going to get started. So as you guys have noticed, I'm doing using different formats. It's fun. We've enjoyed it so far. I'm trying to not get too complicated with everything. We do have announcements that come up. So just to warn you, if they are annoying, it will be something that we fix, okay, to where we do not have something irritating us, for example. Okay, just let me hit a few little things here. So, we're going to enjoy ourselves tonight, and I want everyone to feel, welcome. So if you are new, understand that what we do is we basically compassionately deal with one another. So let's get down to it. Hello, Shauna Hall. So I have given some readings to you guys already. You guys understand the format. So if you are new here, let's get into it. I'm going to check my multi-stream. We're literally over there also in Twitch and YouTube. So a big hello to Facebook, a big hello to YouTube. And we are super, super happy to come live to you. So as we're setting up, like I said, we've done a good smudge. I'm going to light it a little bit more. Sometimes it's hard to get these new ones going. So how is everybody doing? I'm doing a lot better, you guys. It's been exciting and interesting as I have kind of been dealing with some new challenges. I am going to be moving. We're going to relocate, guys. It's exciting. But I've been doing a lot of healing. So that required me to step back from the group. And yes, Caitlin, you're on the VIP list. You're like the last one. And so I feel compelled to share with you guys part of my journey tonight, which is the fact that I have completely changed what I'm doing. So I had been a stay-at-home mom for the last 25 years, working this type of a job up behind the scenes, and then I was taking care of my grandkids for 2 years, and now I'm going to become an empty nester, and we're going to take off. And right now my guy is like cutting his hair and shaving his beard, and I'm sincerely afraid. So I just wanted to share that like, you guys, there's changes everywhere and you can't control them. We're going to move on to my coffee mug real quick because I wanted to share I have another new coffee mug. This is the Moon Cycles. So anyway, me and my twin flame are embracing the changes. I hope you guys also do because I've been going through a heavy transformation. And at this point, I feel completely retooled. It's a good thing. It's hard to change, guys. So I encourage you to share your feelings and thoughts with people. That's what this group is for. We're a group of empaths, readers, and healers. As this sage is finally starting to wind down, we're going to start. I do want to really take one other moment again because I did show this off last night, and we did have a comment from Michael Dorman who thought he saw a face in this, which I think is extremely intriguing. I'm going to take pictures of this azurite specimen. It is on actually quartz, and I'm trying to think of the name of the other rock, but quartz usually sticks to it. You know how it is, guys. There's so many words. And it's actually here to help enhance my third eye. So we're going to have this out. And I do put it like right here with me on my laptop. And here is my favorite quartz. This was given to me by my grandmother. Actually, I'm holding it onto it for my son so that when I'm gone, he can have it. It's one of my very few connections to my Native American family, and we have been trying to rediscover that, which is part of what I'm doing this year, and I'll share that with you. So, without further ado, I wish I had a little drum roll. Let's start the free readings. So first up is Joanna, who said she was very excited, and so am I. So Joanna, everyone here gets a little Falcon tarot point for every time they do a live reading with me. I am adding them up. There'll be rewards, and soon they'll be unlocked for people so they can get money off or time with me or free time with me, whatever they want. So here we go. Joanna's putting up her questions. So if you're new to the group and you've asked me for a reading, I am trying to jot down as many names as I can. And I will call on you after the VIP list is done. Remember, head over to Supernatural Visions with Little Falcon, join my private group, and get on the VIP list. I will pin one up for each event. Plus, guys, I'm going to do a bunch of pop-up lives, like almost every weekday. I'm just like super excited because the activity is finally flowing again for me. It's been crazy. I can't stand it, but I had to heal. So now we're going to start. Let's focus together. Joanna has asked us a very practical question first, and I'm going to use my regular Rider weight, okay? So this is my mini Rider weight, guys. I have like, I don't know, upwards of growing 15, 16 tarot and oracle decks. We're also going to do some oracle readings, but for the more practical side of this, we're going to do the regular tarot. So Joanna wanted to know if she would find a job and her own place soon. She has made a huge leap and moved back to her hometown. That has to be kind of interesting, huh, Joanna? I couldn't imagine. My hometown has changed so much, and it has built up so much. I don't think I really don't recognize my old neighborhood. So let's take a look, guys. We're going to do mini readings, but I do pull out full spreads, a double spread, and we're going to get deep into it to get the best answer we can, okay? And I do see Linda. Hi, Linda. It's good to see you here. I'm going to throw down your name on the list. And now we're going to get deep into Joanna's question. Thank you guys for your patience. Let's look here. I will eventually be getting my camera set up and things different, especially during my travels. And you guys are going to get to see me from a distance. You'll get to see the cards I'm putting down. It's going to be completely retooled over the next couple of months. We're going to Roswell. It's exciting. Okay. So first of all, guys, we want to get her a direct answer because, like, everybody's always nervous. They're like, oh my God, are things going to get better? Am I going to get what I want? Yes, you are going to get your own place, and yes, you are going to get a job, but there is an order of operations and some challenges for you. Of course, the cards show, guys, she's gone back home, and she is literally dealing with her childhood past. The Six of Cups is you facing who you are and who you've been. So, Joanna, I want you to take a little inventory and stock of who you've become and how you've really literally grown. I want you to see this, who you are. She, guys, shows up as the High Priestess. That is a great spiritual card, as well as the idea that you have and are on the verge of spiritual awakenings and openings that will open you up to good things and love and being able to accept family love or love from other people in your life. So guys, when we see this card, we know she's also an empath, like a lot of us in the group. She's probably working into herself because it shows she's been quite a nurturer to the world. So whether you're a mom now, Joanna, or would be, you come across as someone who is a healer, a giver, and a nurturer. You're going to be needing all this because that's where this energy is heading for you. So here's the advisement. to get the job you're looking for, to be able to move out, it shows you need to really go back to basics. So that means starting with what are your talents, what is your regular way of living, and if there's something you can do to, frankly, do something extra, that's important. Let's talk about what I mean. She has the Wheel of Fortune card, which is good luck, guys, which means she is going to get a job and she will move out, which is excellent news, but there's always a catch. And this is where manifesting, meaning bringing goals to life through meditation, thought, and actual actions, okay, on your part, she's got a lot of mad planning to do. I want you to really go back to figuring out what is important to you, but get on a real basic, straightforward plan. So with a basic, straightforward plan, guys, it means she's got to find that job. She needs to find the genre that fits, face some personal demons all at the same time, which that sounds like life, doesn't it? Kind of sounds like how it goes. Her obstacles, you guys, and I'm doing a little extra so you guys get a little bit of what's happening here, is people causing issues and life being dramatic at times. And then look, people are literally, in this individual and in this manner, look how precarious that is. People have been making Joanna deal with a lot of things that maybe she shouldn't, and this is an emotional baggage card, as well as people are trying to put you back maybe where you were before, and this might even just be your habit. We are attracted to situations and things that we've experienced, so this is again a big huge time for you, Joanna, to step back and look at everything. This is a big thing we've been doing, a lot of us lately, and I have to say it sort of feels like the theme of 2022. I want everybody to take a step back productively, be mindful of what they're doing, their reactions to things. And for you, Joanna, I feel really positive about your move. I think it was a good thing because as you face everything, you grow, which is what you so desperately need. Thank you for joining us tonight, Joanna. I hope that helped illuminate and maybe answer your question, and at the same time gave you something to think about. That's what we do here. We're a support group of empaths, caregivers, healers, and readers alike who are seeking spiritual answers together. I would have pulled an oracle card for her, guys, but I think that we got to her answer. And I want to move on and give everyone a chance. We have quite a list already set up from Supernatural Visions. So, guys, if you haven't, head on over there. I'm going to pull back up my list really quick. Hold on, guys, because I have it right here. Next up here is Cecilia. If you are here, Cecilia, please step on down. I'm going to read Joanna's comment real quick, guys. Oh, that's wonderful. See, I'm really, see, Joanna is facing her life, okay? And that is such a hard thing to do. I'm feeling a sense of pride for you, just as even a casual acquaintance. Like, go you, because I've been trying to do the same thing, and when you do it, it really breaks you down at first. But then you build yourself back up, knowing that you can handle these things. And then, as you are literally presented with your past, you find the actual spiritual door that makes you feel good. So I'm excited for you. Thank you for that confirmation. We see Cecilia is stepping down. Hi, Cecilia. How have you been? I know you have been having some issues like everybody. She's been giving me good advice, you guys. I have had some anxiety because of life in general. I'm just going to say it, I'm going through premenopause. I put it out there. It's okay. At this point, though, I'm addicted to the coffee in this cup. And I know that I should be doing decaf, and I'm actually going to do some decaf. So thank you for the wonderful advice. But I compensate. If I do the caffeine, I stay up later. So that's my compensation. That's life, you guys. So I know, guys, all excuses. I have to slow down. There you go. Okay, so I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, Cecilia. She wants to know what the immediate future holds for her. So we're also going to do a tarot. So once again, I do the Rider-Waite. Excuse me, guys. I'm still getting over that a little bit. And, of course, my allergies have to kick in. Well, that was awkward. I see you there, Carol. I do see also Jamie. Hi, guys. I appreciate your participation and you showing up again. We have a list already. I'm only on the second reading. I got to get moving. It's good to see everybody. So let's focus. We're going to ask the universe to open up. Just like we got a good answer for Joanna, let's get some good advisement, a little picture into what's going to happen in the near future for our friend Cecilia. I am going to be doing some morning things, Cecilia. I'm surprised to kind of see you here. I do understand the time difference, and you guys, when you're across the pond, there is a significant time difference. So it's good to see you here. I appreciate it. She was here earlier too, guys. We've been like all over this. So let's look here. Okay. You have a change coming, and I think that you've maybe been a little afraid, and this Hanged Man is the representation of someone whom is at the beginning of a new journey, or a new project, or having to change a way of doing something. They're a little scared, a little reluctant. And it's paired with the Emperor, which means this has to do with finances in your life. I would like you to not brace yourself, but be aware that there's always disillusionment. This tower upside down represents the idea that you're dealing with financial and personal disillusionment at times. These are not things to despair about, but it's just a casual understanding for you to walk into this coming, I want to say next 2 weeks, with a balanced perspective, because things are going to go good for you. But as we've all learned, and here's a card that just keeps coming up for a lot of us, the Strength card. Often we'll see this in different decks represented through natural means. Last time, earlier today, we were looking at it through the form of a tree, an oak tree. That the strength, it just means you need to keep positive, keep holding on, but don't squeeze the life out of everything, and it can bite you back, because it looks like she's having, again, all your entire reading is talking about choices, about moving forward. So the Fool is also indicating that you're a little nervous about choices around people. Specifically, you're being challenged morally this coming, I would want to say again, about 2 weeks time period. So look, you need to stick to what you feel is right, because this Nine of Pentacles indicates that Cecilia knows what's right, is pretty much graceful and stoic in her life, meaning she is not complaining about unimportant things, and she is trying to be as focused as she can about being a successful woman on every level, mother, caregiver. But the real reality is all of us have to make the choice to stay on that right path, because she's being challenged by, and it shows several individuals. So lastly, you're going to make it through with an energetic victory. I want you to harness your own personal energy. So these couple of weeks here, and after, I guess we could look at it this way, it's the beginning of the astrological new year. And this heavy Aries energy we had rushed into should be capitalized on. So I think that you're going to have an energetic victory and balance through all of these things. So I would imagine that the challenges aren't going to be insurmountable, but it does feel like certain people, and it is talking about a couple of guys, are challenging you a little bit about, like, seriously, this is just kind of like how life is at times. Everyone is like asking her questions or challenging her sense of morality or what she should be doing. So when I see all those things, I'm like, oh, well, your theme is definitely stand your ground, stick to your guns, and no matter what's going on, because I see a few little adjustments, how life is, like I said, the little bit of disillusionment, a little bit of maybe you having to deal with some financial issues. That's nothing to freak out about. Instead, it's just more or less to be aware of and work on that maintaining balance and saying no to things, saying yes when you should, that moral balance provided by the Lover's card, for example. Okay, thank you, Cecilia. We're going to move on to the next reading. As you guys can see, sometimes the readings go a little bit longer than mini readings, but I'm giving Cecilia a tarot point We're going to move on. If Juanita is here, step on down. Otherwise, Afia would be next. I don't know if I've seen her either. Echo and Lillian. Caitlin, you are on that list. You're the last one, but you will be, it looks like, coming up soon. At this point, I do have Marianne. Whitney, if you were interested in a reading. And I do have Linda Garrett, if she is going to be here. We'll see. At some point, in about 5 minutes or so, I'll take a brief intermission, let everyone regather. I want to go through and write the list and make sure that I've seen people who want to have a reading, okay? There's Afia. So Afia is next, unless anyone else comes forward, which would be Juanita, which I would really hope she shows up tonight. So these are some of the people that I love talking to. I miss you guys. So we're going to move on here to Afia. Would you go on with your question? We're just gonna pick right now. I'm gonna do you a sacred forest oracle. Okay? So come on out with your question. Once again, I'm calling out for Echo, Lillian, Juanita. If you're here, let me know. Otherwise, the next reading will be Caitlin. Okay, Afia wants a general. That's actually really good for these oracle decks. They're a bit deeper, you guys. I like oracle cards when we're trying to get down to spiritual guided messages, things that are sometimes a bit more elemental or earthy, pagan. I have a whole bunch of those decks. We just go in different directions. Once again, I'm doing the Sacred Forest Oracle. I suggest when you guys get into these cards, you just buy different decks and see what speaks to you. Let's take a look here. One more good shuffle for Afia. As you can see, these are very gracefully, drawn backs. Let's pull out a card for her. Okay, so this is Bluebird Spirit. And this is, I believe, what it looks like to me, the northern bluebird we have here in the Midwest. The feeling behind this is literal happiness. So I want you to understand that the spirit-guided message for you is to know that there is a lot of happiness in nature, a lot of happiness within yourself. And if you look at this beautiful drawing, you can see, it almost looks in the background as if we're talking the spring. And I would feel at this point, it's urging you to take a deeper look into how you are growing things for yourself. So when we look at these oracle cards, they're advising you on how to spiritually cultivate the aspect that it's talking about. So for happiness, I want you to go deep within. I want you to do some guided spiritual meditation, whether it's minor or very detailed is up to you. Sometimes I'll do it in the shower. It's very hard sometimes, you guys, to meditate without falling asleep. But this is a bit more deeper than that, you guys. It is the number 7. So the number 7 is usually a time of it's divided between being victorious and learning how to funnel our energy. So the Bluebird Spirit is just simply allowing you to learn how to funnel your energy, to enjoy your life. And I feel really calm and relaxed. So I think that when I feel this way, the biggest bulk message here is you have upcoming over the next week a sense of happiness that you can cultivate through your own spiritual means and through your own life. But this is like also representative, I'm going to be clear, you guys, of her being able to have some really good personal growth coming up. Some beautiful blossoms are going to be on their way, as you could see. So I really want you to speak to your own heart and feel what's important to you. And I think that that is probably universal for everyone who's listening. Okay, we're going to pause there for a second. And I want to say, Afia, the whole idea behind the oracle cards for us is to also figure out ways to get those things in the card, like I said, but to acknowledge that we already probably have some of these things. So I want you to understand your own happiness is right there for you, always at your fingertips, and that beautiful glow that represents you is because you have within you everything you need to heal yourself, other people. And I really love these oracle cards because they really get us going, very much so. I appreciate you guys and your patience. I do see some people saying hi to me. Hello there. It is so nice to see new individuals. I think you said your name is Thalen. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But anyway, guys, welcome. I've just given another reading. We are using a combination of oracle cards and tarot cards. Head on over to Supernatural Visions to be able to get on the VIP list to go first before everybody else and to make sure you get a reading. I have a revolving list going now. People are coming off and on because they're not here yet. We've had already 3 wonderful readings. Next up is Caitlin, and she already has her question. So guys, know that you will get one little Falcon Tarot point because you have joined my group. So for example, Caitlin, because she just joined, gets a little Falcon Tarot point for every time she's participated. Although honestly, I think I've been saving them for her anyway because she's been such a valued contributor. I have badges I've made up that I'm going to give you guys for your contributions, and you'll get known in the group as contributors, people who are, giving, good advice to other people, kindness awards, so on and so forth. Well, and I really hope that it has been uplifting off you because I feel for most of us, we are seeking ways to deal with things that in our life that are positive, even if we're dealing with challenges. So I'm trying to spread the vibe. I'm glad. So moving on, next on our list is Caitlin. After that, we have Marianne, if she would step down. Marianne, if you're still here, let me know. And I do see some of the other new names. Do not think I haven't seen you. We'll hopefully get to you. We're going to do this reading here, and then I'm going to take a brief intermission while everyone else lets me know they want a reading. Hi, Jocelyn. Please stick around. We're going to do more free readings. Right now, we're finishing up our VIP list. Head over to Supernatural Visions if you haven't, and make sure that you join so you can get on that list. So right now, we're going to take a look for Caitlin. Now, I'm going to do something a little different because, yes, it's a practical question. She's asking when her next relationship will be and what it'll be like. But we're going to use 3 of the Rumi Oracle cards. Rumi was such a beautiful... I just had a very strange thing happen. Okay, guys, we're going to take a moment. And we're going to burn the sage. And I'm going to just give you hold on one moment, Caitlin. I'm going to tell you guys straight out, there will be times when Spirit messes with broadcast. Spirit does things in front of me. No, it wasn't bad, but I've had a little spirit activity happen right here. I'm just going to take a look here and make sure something hadn't happened because I kind of have a sense, and I'll explain this to you guys later. When an entity comes into the group, okay, I'm always very careful about who everyone is. Okay. I want to see all the comments because, well, we'll see what happens here. I will go into this a little bit later, but in short, when I end up having to burn the sage, it's usually because someone has come into the group who has a problem, whether it be with integrity, honesty, or someone has wronged them. Sometimes they have a very heavy burden that they're carrying when they come here. And it's just a bizarre feeling, and it literally made everything glitch. I felt the entity, saw this go past me. I'm going to do the replay and see if it showed up. I'm going to think probably not because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Usually when I see things, it's kind of like for me alone. There are times when it's pretty heavy energy in here. And after our sessions, guys, I burn sage. I open windows and doors, guys. When you burn your sage, make sure you do. Hey, Shelby. Thank you, Caitlin, for waiting for a minute. I just didn't want any negativity. No negativity is welcome here. I would like that entity and that situation to back away. And anyone who's joined the group now, we don't do anything negative. We don't allow negativity. And if there's anyone who's having problems with spirit or ghost or medium, contact me privately for any of those issues, please. We don't do them in a public forum. We don't want to affect anybody. Thank you, Caitlin. I did see your very cute, very sweet looking picture on Facebook, Caitlin. Caitlin, excuse me, I didn't want to add that D. Very adorable. You're a beautiful soul. Thank you so much for being such a big part of this group. Okay, now I'm starting to feel that wash away. I asked Mother Nature to reopen the floor for us. No negativity is welcome here. Thank you, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull 3 Rumi cards for her to explore what this new relationship is going to, be like, I suppose. We're going to do our best to get the timing. Now, the Rumi cards are a little different, but it's going to be fun. So let's take a look here in illuminating. Okay, so they all have the same back. Sorry, guys, that is interesting. 1. I'm going to pick a second right out. And here's our 3rd. So we're going to use the numbers on these cards too, guys, for her timing. So when we do timing cards, we know it's difficult. So I'm warning you guys all right in the beginning to not not be upset about it. If it's a little later than you think or a little sooner than we've talked, not a big deal. I really feel the whole point of this is it going to happen, a general time frame, and all of us being a little patient with the way life works. So here we go. And once again, I appreciate everybody through that weirdness. All right. So as I look at the numbers, okay, I'm going to tell you how this works, Caitlin. From my opinion, your next relationship is going to be with a new person. It isn't someone you've dated before. You're being sent home first. And this is just an example. What I mean by being sent home is you're starting at space 1. I want you to understand this. This is Star Mother Arrakis. And this is like a really, I wish you could see it a little better, beautiful card that talks about you going to the center of you starting completely over. And that gives us one timing card, okay? That takes you at least 6 months. So don't be worried because everything happens for a reason. And then this is another card that I've been always intrigued by because she offers the sacred wine, so drink. I want you to understand you have sacred divine energy that you have to offer to someone, Caitlin. I don't want you to just give it to anyone. This is where it gets super rough. It's understanding what you have to offer people. So as you're having to start over, and I want you to literally try different things, go to different social venues, do whatever you can to open up the new breath in your life because it all has to change. Because when you offer of yourself, okay, the impossible is made possible. Oh, I love this. This is like you finding, I would say, a good long-term partner. I want to back up you guys usually telling people, oh, it's your twin flame, oh, it's your soulmate. We approach those things when we get to them. And I want you to keep an open mind with everyone. No matter what I say, I want you to learn to listen to your heart. But you can't do that if you haven't gone back to basics, which is what I'm telling Caitlin, excuse me. And then if we look here, the impossible made possible means she's going to get that relationship. You're not going to think it's going to happen. So let's talk total timing. This is going to take approximately a year to 14 months to 15 months. And this, right, is real love, Caitlin. Not that you haven't had love before, but true love or real love requires real divine timing. And divine timing is something you can't set up. So because this is telling you the impossible made possible, give it 15 to 18 months, okay? Please. That doesn't mean you would not have met this person, but I'm really feeling the guided message is you probably won't meet that person for minimum 6 months. minimum. And I want you to keep drawing boundaries because you have so much to offer. I don't think you see yourself all the time the way other people do and what you have to bring to the table, Caitlin, because you have everything and you have so much potentiality. I don't want you to misunderstand what people want from you, okay, and what you really do have to offer. So thank you so much for waiting. We're going to go for a brief intermission, and I'm going to look at this list and see who has asked for a reading because we're done with the VIP list. If they're not here now, they're probably not coming tonight. I do see some other names coming on here. Sierra. This way, if I do an intermission or so, guys, we can actually go longer. So if you guys are willing to stick around for a little bit more, I'm gonna do some more readings. Okay, let's get this intermission going. Hey everybody, I am back. This is little Falcon and our little group free reading session. I have relit the sage. So, okay, I need to start off by saying that, someone had entered, and the bizarrest thing is that their comments are gone, they're gone. I have had the weirdest feeling from it. I had spirit come in front of me. I've meditated on it for a minute when we were apart, and I know what this was, and they left, and I'm really relieved because it was pure negative evil energy. Was rejected right out of here. I literally had nothing to do with it. So I have to say that was really just unexpected, which is why, guys, I don't do mediumship on this live open wavelength, because you never know what you're going to get with who's coming to our sessions. We're eventually going to make these a bit more private, but for right now, we're doing it this way to gain as many members as possible. So next up on our reading list is Echo, because I do see that she is here. Woohoo! It's good to see a couple of reoccurring figures as well. I do have here on the list. If you can, of course, come back anytime. But I do see we have Sierra. I do see Linda. And Whitney, Marianne, anyone. If anyone is here who had wanted a reading, and I didn't call your name, please put it down there. Gabrielle, I do see you. You are also here on the list. We'll see how many we can get to. I have some more time. The intermission is extremely helpful tool, guys, so I can continue to go on with more readings. For those of you who are just joining me, I have a brand new set of mugs, and they're like totally witchy, lunar, cool. And this is the lunar cycles. And yes, it's caffeinated, and I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. It's been really bad. Okay, so Echo, step on down. Feel a little bit like I'm a game show host. All right. So Echo, what type of reading did you want? Did you have a specific question for me or in general? And we're going to consider the tarot, and I'm going to go between that and our Sacred Forest Oracle. I also had out the Rumi Oracle for the last reading, which was very good. I really enjoyed that with Caitlin. That was neat. We'll have to do more of those type of 3-card readings for our topics. So let's see what Echo wants a reading about tonight. And yeah, I'm going to relight that sage because that was one of the more bizarre scenarios. We have all the windows open at the house. And oh, by the way, so my guy did do a great job of his hair and his beard. It was wonderful. He still looks like my guy. I said to him, please just don't do that to me. Men don't understand when they shave off their beards. They look like completely different people. Just saying. Okay, now that I got that out. I thought you guys would like to know. She's lost. Go with what the feel is. Very, very lost. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Echo. We're going to do 2 things for her. I want to do a practical spread because oftentimes there are practical things you can do to feel better that have been issues that maybe you have not even been so aware of. And then we're going to do some Sacred Forest Oracle cards for her. So let's just pull 3 really quick for Echo, and let's focus for her. Mother Nature, the Great Spirit, Wakantanka, the universe, please open. Give us a good message, some guidance. Oh, I hear the owl hooting off in the distance here, guys. We have a great horned owl, a pair of them, that love the trees in the backyard here. So every night during the spring and the fall, I could really super hear them. Yeah. Well, I wish you guys could hear it too. That's kind of magical. First of all, her life in practical terms, your job, your everything has been stressing you. She absolutely needs a change, and she's currently, this death card means you're in the process of changing. That is why you're so bummed out. Okay, it's like, Echo, you are going through what so many of us are, and it's kind of stunning because I feel like when we're all experiencing a certain type of problem, we draw together and we talk about it, and then we get past this and something else happens, and I notice that the group of us come together to address the same type of things because you are so not alone, Echo. A lot of us have been deeply struggling with depression because our lives need to change. We have to take physical action as well as take some sort of like psychological, emotional, spiritual stock of ourselves, which it's you have to be graceful about it the best you can. But if you need to cry about things, you need to be upset about things, it's what you need to do. Because it shows here, you need to go back to, and this is an odd message for your answer, but I feel it. It's go back to the inner you. You are the Page of Cups. So a lot of people would call that a male, but I've always considered the Page of Cups a female. But I'm just going with the spirit behind this, because straight out, she's going to have to learn to stop giving certain things and doing certain things and embracing the inner her. Because that Page of Cups, and this is going to sound like, I'm not trying to sound generic, but it's almost like your inner child is like screaming out for you to acknowledge it, so you can acknowledge who you have become. So Echo, I want you to understand, this is like the universe saying, look, you're not unhappy for no reason. You're unhappy because things need to change. You need to make physical changes. Plus, at the same time, it's how you are living your life. And it creates a sense of, you don't want to feel ashamed or like down on yourself because you feel bad. That's a huge problem for most of us empaths, because we feel like when we cannot deal, like, what's wrong with us? Like, why are we doing this? Why are we feeling bad? It's okay. You need to feel bad. It's a catalyst for change. Meaning, it is what is going to light that fire underneath you, girl, to make those decisions. So let's do an oracle pull. I'm going to do the Sacred Forest Oracle for you, and we're going to get the divine spiritual guidance. We got a little bit of practical, and this is your uplift. Hey there, Rick James. It's all right. Better late than never. And it's always good to show up fashionably late to a soiree. So, all right. One more good shuffle. We would like the universe to give a good message to Echo. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you these beautiful backs of this cards. I don't think you got to see this earlier, Echo. So this is what we're using here. Beautiful illustrations. It's very spirit-based, but it's really nature-based, as well as kind of fantasy-based. We're enjoying the idea with this deck of everything from fairies to wizards to nymphs. I mean, we go all over the place. I have to tell you, this particular card suits you so much, I don't know if you realize it. This is the Daffodil Fairy of New Beginnings. Now, if you guys could see here, that yellow is so bright and gorgeous and beautiful. It is meant to make you know and look towards the sun and nature, and that this is your time for a new beginning. This is actually stunning, because when we did the other reading, it was talking so much about your new beginning and what you need to do practically. This is a spiritual card to let you know that you are being acknowledged by the universe as this beautiful, I'm going to tell you, fairy of sorts. You're very, you have a lot to offer, but that yellow represents your personal strength. I believe you have this deep vein in it that you need to understand within you of personal strength. This Daffodil Fairy, if you guys don't understand the whole connotation, as beautiful and as light as she looks, she has just braved the harshest winter to come and give you the beautiful daffodils that you're enjoying right now. In what season is this in this part of the world? Spring. Amazing. So I want you to literally embrace your beauty, and this is your new beginning. So guys, she is being told, like many of us, time to change your life. You need a new beginning, and the predictive pattern is it's coming, but through personal transformation. Please say no. I feel that this has been a huge element that people need to work on. Say no to people in situations that are not helpful. Please recognize that you have been challenged a lot. That spirit of the daffodil shows that she's just been through a lot, and that she now is going to have from that dark night, the cold or the burn, however you want to look at it, it creates new flowers. So I believe, Echo, that this is your time to shine and move forward. And this is my biggest hope for you, that you can understand, oh, it's her nickname. See, I didn't even see that, Echo, that you have that yellow strength in you. That card is also very reassuring. You bring people reassurance around you that everything's going to be okay. So I'm going to reassure you, like you reassure everybody, that everything is going to be okay, Echo. Thank you for showing up tonight. I'm really grateful to Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Somebody's got to help us out. It's kind of rough over here. I totally understand. Trust me, I'm trying to put things together for you guys, and life is like going a little crazy. And so together we're making this possible. So thank you so much. I hope you found a little bit of your own self resonating in that reading for you to know, Echo, that you are that soul and you are going to make it. I really appreciate you, Sunshine, for showing up. All right. Yes, and really, again, thanks, Lisa. I don't know, sometimes we're all falling apart. Next up would be Sierra. If you would step forward, I do see here she wants a love reading. Step forward. Come on down. Yeah, I'm getting a little lame with some of that. It is what it is. So before we do the love reading, I would like her to let me know, are you seeking something about a current situation, or do you have a wish for the future? Because there's going to be two ways to do this. I can either do about a current situation or what you want to come to you. There we go. Fixing our little situation here. Aw. Well, I'm so glad you guys have each other, actually. Best friends are great to have. And well, I'm actually humbled that you guys both participate and have attended. And thank you. Again, I'm humbled. Wow, I'm going to try not to turn too red. So, Sierra, if you are still here, please come on down. I'm going to check again on the multi-screen. Okay. We are also going live on YouTube and Twitch. Hello, YouTube and Twitch. And for those of you who are new, my name is Little Falcon. I've been doing this for, upwards of 25 years. I've had a Facebook presence since 2013, but I've been professionally giving readings since, 2001. Yes, that ages me a little bit, but, age is supposedly wisdom. I don't know about that, guys. We want to have experiences to get that. So I don't come from a place of judgment. I've made plenty of choices that have led to interesting conclusions. I wouldn't have it any other way, but I don't ever judge your choices, your lifestyle, nor am I given the answers. So just to let you guys know, being a reader doesn't mean you have the answers for you. It does not work that way. Yeah, I'm trying to hone in on my own gut instincts, which is why I'm trying to help you guys with your empath skills and how to delineate what's their feelings and yours. We're going to get into that. But it's not like I'm giving all the answers. I'm meant to learn, just like you guys. So I'm always humbled by you guys coming out here with your stuff. You don't always see me out there, but I have to say it's almost as if we're fairly in sync and you guys are addressing a lot of what I need to talk about. So thank you for keeping me centered, everyone. We're now going to focus for Sierra. Okay, so Sierra, my question for you is, do you have a specific person right now in situation, or are you seeking for the future? And for once asking this, guys, usually I don't, because tonight we're playing around with different decks, and I don't want to, I want to do one straight answer for her, okay? Straight message. So I'm getting both decks here ready. And we're going to do the Rumi Oracle, by the way, if she needs an oracle, which is for the future, and spiritual advice about it. And if she is in a current dealy-do, dealy-do, I don't know where I come up with these things. We're going to do our Rider-Waite practical deck. So let's see what she's got here. Hi there. I don't know if I'm saying your right name right. Thailand or Thailand. I will add your name to the list. Please head over to Supernatural Visions to join my group so you can be sure to get on the VIP reading list and stick around. Hopefully I can get to you tonight. Okay, I'm going to literally write your name right down. Now, that was just ridiculous. Write your name down now while we're waiting for Sierra. For the future. Excellent. I do see that there. Thailand. And your name on here is Kareem, your username, which I did not write down last time. Okay, here we go, guys. So she is seeking a future connection. We're going to ask the Rumi Oracle cards. This is going to be a 3-card. We're going to basically break down when and a little bit of whom and whatever the message will be. So we're going to ask the universe to open up for us. Good shuffle. So we're going to pull 3. 1, 2, 3. I do this differently, you guys, for different decks, for different situations, if we're alone, if we're having a group reading. So enjoy the variety because it's going to get a little interesting. Right now, I want you to understand you're seeking what's called the sacred union. So some people are seeking fun and they're seeking light. You're seeking like the real deal, which means, oof, it's going to take a second usually, or there's timing involved that requires certain situations to come about. But right now it's telling you what you need to do is to manifest it, to make it come about. And we're not saying for her to obsess. So understand when it comes to wanting to have these relationships, we're not saying she needs to like sit every moment, but this is called the dance of the divine feminine. I want you to really work up your magic. This is a card that can mean many things in many situations that have to do with summoning up what's within you, using your personal magic. But I want you to understand in conjunction with that first card is definitely telling you you need to continue to manifest and be who you want to be around. So that is also the idea of self-work. Okay, so self-work doesn't mean you're just like endlessly working towards your goals unhappily. This means going through phases of self-work. This means you now trying to be the partner you want and manifesting it through. And this is for you to figure out. The divine feminine can be expressed any way you feel. This could literally encompass everything from the way you feel about yourself to how you spin the magic in your life, what totems or things you carry with you, what focuses and angles. And divination also kind of goes with the next card. But I want you to understand this because, and we're getting to the timing now, because you are also in a process like many of us, getting to meeting that person, you're going to have to wait. And this card is not for you to be upset about. This card is the Blood Angel. It's kind of a confused card, like a hard illustration to see. So there's a female leaning over with the hair. This is literally the idea that for you to have your sacred union, and you need to continue to work on that divine energy that's yours. You're going to have to, I think, truly change, and this is really an intriguing level to go into. I want to back up for a minute here because it feels like, Sierra, you're leveling up in these cards a bit, and by the time you get to this very last card, you will have gone through, according to this, and we're looking at a timing, this is at least 7 to 12 months plus, I want to say 4 months to 6 months. So look, guys, over the next couple of years, she's going to have a meaningful relationship. So look, you may not have asked me, meaningful relationship question. You're like, oh, just for future. Okay, future love. Okay, that's just pretty simple. It is telling you guys what she really wants, I believe, which is the sacred union, which is something really meaningful. That means to get the vessel ready. This means to decide how you want to express yourself, what you want to do, position yourself. This card tells me that you need to make complete dramatic changes to certain things of your life and accept that you yourself have certain things to shed off. Interesting. I'm going to step back and go as far as to say here that you could expect over the next couple of years several love opportunities to come your way. And I want you to understand being alone is important for you. I think it's part of your process. And I know everyone's like, oh, that's painful. But I think that it's a deeper way of looking at things. It's more like being content being with yourself and then retooling what you think you want and how you go about getting it, in short. See, we've seen this a lot lately. I want to say this again. You guys, we all seem to be working towards similar goals, which is to be the most genuine person we can be of ourselves and to seek happy, positive relationships and career choices. So, It's important that we continue to look inside to find the ways to do that, because everyone's life, including Sierra, seems to be challenged about love or one thing or another or many things. So that is like our goal as a group. Okay, enough of my lecturing. I'm sorry. I just felt it was important to spiritually draw us back in, because look, love relationships are great, but they're not going to fulfill everything. You need to, like she is, Sierra, according to what I'm seeing here, focusing on important aspects, like your self aspects. So this isn't me particularly pointing at you. So just make sure we're aligning ourselves also with choices. They're going to get us to where we want to be, guys, because that seems to be another big theme here. So I wanted to address a question real quick. To get on my group, I'm going to put a little link here when I'm done, and it's Supernatural Visions with Little Falcon. All you need to do is click join. I approve or not approve. I'll approve. I see no reason why. And then I have up a VIP list for these events. Tonight we went a little long and didn't get as many readings as we would like in, but we do have some time constraints we're dealing with. I'm going to probably be back tomorrow during the day. So now be prepared, you guys, for pop-up basically at any time free reading sessions. So what I'm telling you now is to be prepared to keep your alerts on. Like today I was on earlier, I'm going to be testing new streaming things, giving out free readings during that time anyway. Tomorrow I'll probably be doing the same thing, so keep an eye out. Otherwise, I'm going to be setting up something for this Saturday or Sunday. I would like some input which day would be better for people, but I'll put out a poll probably at this rate tomorrow about that. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to wind it up. Please keep commenting for the time being about your experiences here. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, make sure to head to Supernatural Visions and join, and like, comment, share. And I do have a virtual tip jar set up, so if you enjoyed today, any tip is appreciated. It's an easy link. You just click, paste, whatever, copy, cut, paste, and you're good to go. Thank you guys so much. A really good session. I've really enjoyed it, and I will be back tomorrow. So keep an eye out, guys. Have a good rest of your day.